Hello, I wanted to be reacting to another Rogan Jerry clips. And this video was taken from Rogan Experience. The guest here is Elon Musk. I think he's the world richest person currently. And they are going to discuss about colonizing the galaxy. Okay, and that topic is really interesting, so let's just check it out and watch the video. Right, here we go.
How much time before there's regular travel back and forth to Mars? Roughly.
That's a good question.
Like a real civilization on Mars.
2 or 3 years?
Well,
No?
I think it's going to take a while to build a real civilization.
Okay.
The threshold that really matters is for getting past the Great Filter. Do we have enough resources on Mars such that if the spaceships from Earth stop coming,
You could survive.
yeah.
Hmm.
So now you could only be just missing one little thing. You'd be like,
Yep.
you're on a long sea voyage, and the only thing you're missing is vitamin C. Still not good.
It's about the
It's only a matter of time.
vitamin
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to make a plan about survival first before colonizing.
Curtains. So you got to have all the things necessary to sustain civilization on Mars. And the reason that the ships from Earth stopped coming could be World War III, or it could be due to a slow decline of civilization. So civilization
World War III.
here on Earth could end with a bang or a whimper.
Okay.
Or natural disasters.
Yeah.
Asteroid impact.
Yeah, that'd be up
volcano.
in the bang category.
Yeah.
But it could also be like a whole series
Okay.
of things. Like, so like what killed the dinosaurs? Well,
Right.
it wasn't just one thing, you know.
Right.
It was like a whole bunch of things happened in a row, and
I mean, eventually the Earth will be destroyed. It's a matter of when.
you know, while they could have taken any one of those things, they had like 3 things happen, and no dinosaurs.
Which is kind of amazing that crocodiles are still here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Those fuckers.
Well,
They're resilient.
crocodiles they'll live on decayed meat. They love rotten meat, and so
Yeah.
in a any
And they
kind
have
of
survived for
disastrous
millions of
situation,
years.
there's a lot of dead creatures, and the crocodiles love it. So that's why they're around. Crocodiles and bugs and mushrooms.
And shrews.
Shrews, yeah.
Which is why we're here.
Yeah, exactly. Our great
Okay.
grandparents were shrews.
What a strange thing
So like, yeah,
to come from. So there's hope. There's hope for all you rodents out there.
yeah,
One day you can go to Mars. Just keep doing your homework.
absolutely.
So there'll be you say the Great Filter. What did you mean by that?
Well, so there's something called like the Fermi paradox of like where are the aliens?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, where are the aliens? I think it was Carl Sagan that said like, if there either are a lot of aliens or none, and
None.
either they're equally terrifying.
Mm.
If there are a lot of aliens, well, I mean, the invasion ship slash bug infestation, just like the
Starship
Okay.
Trooper style.
well, yeah, I mean, it's like as an alien civilization might just view us as like a bug infestation.
Right.
It's like, hey, we left that planet, it was fine. Now it's got a bunch of bugs. Just go fumigate it. Like we'd fumigate a house. That's certainly possible. And then, but if there are no aliens, well, could it be that all civilizations are just destroyed before they become interstellar?
Okay.
And
Maybe-
I
maybe
wouldn't
they
feel
step-
to the best of my knowledge, there is no evidence for alien life on Earth. There's no evidence for alien life.
Okay.
There's
No
direct
evidence.
evidence for alien life. No. And if
That's
someone
kind
says,
of
"Oh, what
true.
about this alien for sighting or whatever?" I'm like, listen, it's got to be at least as good as a 7-Eleven or ATM cam. Okay, it's like if somebody's got at least like an iPhone 1 level camera,
Yeah.
like something,
The problem with that is it's just too easy to fake things today too.
Yeah, sure. They should at least try hard in faking
Are
it.
you familiar with Commander David Fravor's account of the Tic Tac UFO that he
Oh,
encountered
yeah,
off of
that
the
Tic Tac.
coast of San Diego?
What about that?
You know Lex Friedman?
Yeah.
Lex Friedman interviewed him on his podcast, and I interviewed him as well. And if you ever get a chance to listen to Lex's conversation with him, it's really excellent. But this guy is a naval fighter pilot, and he talked about this thing that they tracked on radar that went from more than 60,000 feet above sea level to 1 foot in less than a second, shaped like a Tic Tac, no visible sign of propulsion, blocked radar, actively jammed their tracking systems, and then went to their predetermined point that they were supposed to, that the fighter jet was supposed to scramble to.
Interesting.
Went to it 30 miles away in, a couple seconds. Like, they have no idea how it did it. They don't know what it is.
Okay.
And these guys that were working for the Navy off the coast said they had encountered them several times. They didn't know what they were. They didn't know what to do.
Well, do they have
They
a
just did
photo or
nothing.
something? I mean,
They do. They have video of it. Yeah.
Okay.
They have video of it. They have, there's, you ever see the New York Times article that came out in 2017 about this stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a New York Times article in 2017 that was detailing this, and there's a couple other different sightings that were very similar. They were
Sure.
trying to figure out what these things were and why, and it was also in the COVID relief package that the CIA was supposed to release. Yeah, the politicians are trying to figure out what all this shit is, and so
Listen.
they try to get them to release all the information they have within 180 days.
Honestly, I think I would know if there were aliens.
I would hope so. That's why I'm
yeah.
asking you.
No, I'd be jumping on that like.
You should watch that conversation with Lex. It's
Sure.
like, here's the thing. Do you think that they would want us to know? Or do you think they would just be observing and making sure we don't blow ourselves up? Would,
I don't
if
know,
you
man.
were an
They're
alien
real.
civilization.
They sure are subtle.
Okay.
I mean, if they
Yeah.
wanted us to know, obviously they could just
For sure.
show up and walk
Yeah.
down Main Street.
Right.
Like, hey, I'm an alien. Check me out.
Right.
Here's my spaceship. I just land in the middle of Times Square. I'll be like,
right.
okay,
Or hover over downtown LA.
yeah.
Yeah.
We were like, okay, we believe you.
Yeah.
So whatever they're, they are very subtle. These aliens.
How often do you think about it?
Zero.
Zero?
Zero.
Even though you're thinking about interplanetary travel.
Then
You don't really think about aliens.
no aliens.
No, I mean, if they show up, I'm like, great, okay, now this is new information. But we. Well,
New information.
What an interesting way of putting it. This is new information.
this is new information. Like, where were you
Yeah.
guys up till now?
Yeah.
So. Anyway, listen, if I see some evidence for aliens, I'll be the first to be like, aliens,
Right. Then you'll investigate. But until then, you think it's kind of a waste of time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely seems like a
That
waste
makes
of time
sense.
if nothing's happened so far. You think about all the people that have been researching aliens for their whole life, and they have
Yeah.
very little to show for it,
Well, there's.
other than cool stories.
Yeah. I mean, we have archaeologists going all over the world looking at things. There's this
Okay.
people. Like, if we were to find something like, let's say, like a cube of titanium, just like a 1-inch cube of titanium, say, in the middle of the pyramid, I'd be like, aliens for sure. There's no way they could have made titanium back then. There's no way. That's hard. That's all. One little, didn't even need a computer. Like, a computer would be like, hey, wow, computers, they didn't have computers back then, so it must be aliens. But even just like some advanced metallurgy, anything, like, we can say anything like that.
Right.
So-
Nothing like that that we could point to that we can't do.
Everything that we found archaeologically is consistent with the time, the technology they had at that time.
Archaeologically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just talking about old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, just throughout history, it's not like
Yeah.
if aliens visited, there'd be something buried somewhere, I think. We haven't seen anything. So, anyway, I mean, maybe there are aliens, but they're very subtle. If they are, they're just very, they're being pretty shy. So,
Shy.
as far as we can tell, there's none. So, nor are we seeing signals from any other
Maybe they are
solar
shy.
system or anything like that. So, now, and the thing is that on a galactic timescale, even with sublight travel, you could absolutely colonize the whole galaxy, even some of the neighboring galaxies. So if you said a million years and say there's no new physics, could you colonize the galaxy in a million years? Absolutely, the entire galaxy.
So you
Damn.
would start with Mars, build bases on Mars, then
Yeah.
use Mars to jump off to all these other planets, set
That's
up
pretty cool.
places there, and
Yeah.
over thousands of years easily.
Just
Yeah.
kind of like,
So
hop from
that's-
one solar system to the next, and
that it seems like that's imperative. Like that has to happen if the human civilization is going to survive, because our
Yeah.
planet is just we're too subject to natural disasters and our own folly, and if the species is going to survive,
Yeah.
we kind of have to escape.
it's mostly about the species. I mean, there've been some real doozies of massive meteors and super volcanoes, and the continents moved all over the place, and Earth's been a snowball and super hot. If you read like the geological history of Earth, it's like very long and complicated.
There are so many extinction periods in the art itself.
So, and then there've been so many extinction events, not like
Yeah.
just a few.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, the
he said it.
Permian extinction event, that was a real rough one, where it's like well over 90% of all species died out. And
Yeah.
that doesn't tell the
That's
whole story,
true.
because a huge chunk of the remaining species were fungi and like sponges and stuff like that. Like are you a
Not unicellular.
sponge? Okay, you're probably doing okay. They're around. Are you a mushroom? Do you like being in the dark and feasting on dead plant and animal matter? Okay, but if you're like a
They're going to
human,
survive.
you're screwed.
It was a very interesting video. I enjoyed the video. So I think the half of the topic is about the aliens then. So Elon Musk's plan is to colonize Mars in the next few years, because you never know when Earth is going to die or destroyed. Right, that's a pretty cool concept. I hope he succeeded in doing colonizing the Mars. Right, I'm going to end the video there. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.